Welcome to the 2021 AmeriCorps Enrollment Training. Thank you for taking the time to review this required training in its entirety. All Relay students applying for AmeriCorps membership are required to watch this training. Completion will be recorded. The purpose of this training is to walk you through the 6-step AmeriCorps enrollment process and provide a glimpse of the member experience should you join. Our hope is that you'll have a clear understanding of each step you'll need to complete to successfully enroll, and that you'll know who to reach out to should you have any questions or concerns. Let's familiarize you with the AmeriCorps enrollment flow chart. You'll have access to and refer to this document consistently during the enrollment process. Take a moment now to review each step. The next few slides will walk you through each step in detail so that you can successfully complete the Relay AmeriCorps enrollment process. Right now, you're completing Step 1 by watching this online enrollment training video. After this training, we strongly encourage you to gather the identification documents you will plan to use throughout this enrollment process. You'll need to upload these identification documents to Relay's application portal in order to successfully submit your application. Let's review the exact options of identification combinations you'll need. The first and best option is a combination of your United States passport along with your signed Social Security card. If you do not have a passport, you can go with option 2, submitting your driver's license, birth certificate, and signed Social Security card. Finally, option 3 is submitting a permanent resident card and signed Social Security card. All three of these identification combinations will satisfy the requirement. However, we strongly advise you to use option 1 if you can. Please be sure to use the same ID and citizenship documents throughout the entire enrollment process and ensure all photocopies of IDs are clearly visible. Once you've gathered the required items, you'll be ready to submit your applications in Step 3. Step 3 is broken down into two parts, 3A and 3B. You'll need to complete two separate applications in order to successfully apply to the Relay AmeriCorps program. Let's start with Part 3A, the Relay AmeriCorps application. To access the Relay AmeriCorps application, log into your Relay Okta portal and click the My Checklist tile on your homepage. You'll see the 2021-2022 Relay AmeriCorps application under your AmeriCorps checklist. Enter all the information requested on the application, then upload the identification documents you prepared in Step 2. You are now done with this part. For Part 3B, you'll receive an email invitation from myamericorps.gov. To complete the AmeriCorps enrollment form, click the unique link provided in the email, which will direct you to the personal verification page on the MyAmeriCorps portal. Make sure to write down your username and password for future use. You'll log into this portal to request loan forbearance, successfully exit the program at the end of the school year, and access your Siegel Education Award later on. The Relay AmeriCorps team will also provide you with detailed guides and videos on how to complete this form once you reach this step. Follow the instructions provided closely. Once both applications are submitted, you'll be ready for the next steps, the background checks. Students who were not enrolled in Relay's AmeriCorps program last year will be required to complete background checks in order to successfully enroll. All new AmeriCorps applicants are required to complete AmeriCorps-specific background checks using the government-approved vendors, TrueScreen, and FieldPrint. Relay is unable to use checks from any other vendor or your placement school for the AmeriCorps enrollment process. Please do not attempt to complete background checks until you've received an official invitation from Relay's AmeriCorps team. Step 4 is also broken into two parts, 4A and 4B. Now, let's take a look at each one beginning with 4A, TrueScreen. TrueScreen will run a name-specific, national sex offender public website search and a state-specific background check, if applicable. This database search is performed completely online. To complete this check, you will upload the government-issued photo ID you used in Step 2 and follow a series of on-screen instructions to complete this item. The Relay AmeriCorps team will provide you with detailed guides and videos once you reach this step in the process. Next, FieldPrint will conduct an FBI fingerprint check that requires an in-person appointment. When you reach this point in the process, you must schedule an appointment through the FieldPrint portal. You will need to bring 2 matching forms of identification to your appointment. The Relay AmeriCorps team will provide you with more details once you reach this step in the process. Again, please do not attempt to schedule or complete a FieldPrint appointment until you've been officially notified by the Relay AmeriCorps team. You're almost done once your criminal history checks have cleared. Next, we'll cover Step 5 of the enrollment process. Step 5 of the enrollment process involves reviewing and signing the member service agreement for your term of service. The member service agreement is a contract agreement between you, Relay, and AmeriCorps. It contains the terms and conditions of your service along with a list of prohibited activities while you're in service. The list of prohibited activities will also be included at the end of this training. This agreement will be delivered via DocuSign, and you will be required to review and e-sign to confirm membership. In some cases, students may need to log into the My AmeriCorps portal to acknowledge a partial award if they have previous AmeriCorps history and earned more than one award. You will be notified to complete Step 6A, if applicable. However, most students will not need to complete Step 6A and will simply need to wait for the Relay AmeriCorps team to review and approve their enrollment file. We receive thousands of applications each summer, so please expect a delay in processing time. Thank you in advance for your understanding. You'll receive an official enrollment confirmation email from the Relay AmeriCorps team with details about your enrollment once your membership is initiated. That email will contain information about the last required membership step, which is to complete the AmeriCorps 101 orientation. The online orientation will go over Relay's AmeriCorps program in depth, outline critical action items throughout the service year, and highlight member benefits. The deadline to complete the AmeriCorps orientation is December 31, 2021. Next, we'll go over the eligibility criteria for becoming a member in the AmeriCorps program. Because AmeriCorps is a federal program, there are certain requirements that a member must meet before they can be successfully enrolled. Let's take a brief moment to cover the eligibility criteria for individuals who apply to the program. You will be deemed eligible if you have not been convicted of murder and have not been listed or required to be listed on a sex offender registry. You must also complete the required background checks and submit a Relay AmeriCorps application along with required identification documents. You must also be a U.S. citizen, national, or lawful permanent resident alien age 17 and older, and must not have exceeded more than 4 full AmeriCorps terms in your lifetime. It is important to know that all Relay teachers who are invited to the AmeriCorps enrollment process are required to submit a Relay AmeriCorps application, Step 3A. However, an individual can choose to opt out of membership by indicating this preference on their application. All opt-out requests will be reviewed by Relay leadership and may not be approved. Students who fail to submit an application or have their opt-out request denied will be responsible, not their employer, for paying full Relay GSE tuition costs. Now that we've covered the 6 steps of the enrollment process, let's go over a snapshot of the AmeriCorps member experience at Relay.